Hello, and welcome to another edition of our weekly unboxing. Let's get logged in and check it out. So we were able to do 3 of 12 Mythic last week. We got Mott down. Pretty poor showing on my port. Friday night, we were in the middle of doing Heroic, and I had a pipe burst at my house. So then on Saturday, I ended up not going to work and then spending most of the day working on the plumbing. So by the time Saturday night rolled around, I was pretty tired. And I just died a whole bunch, but we killed it anyway, so yeah. So I think if I can get one more frost weapon, I think I'm going to start trying to get the the Getty from King's Rest. 475, because I think for a lot of single target fights it would make more sense to have that with some more infinite stars versus because I'm using the Devastation's Hour, which has 75 corruption on it, but that has like built-in rank 3 Twilight Devastation, which is really good, but for single targets I think some other things can be stronger. So but yeah, so we'll hope for a frost weapon. Let me actually change the frost spec here. So I got a 475 because I did get the one mythic weapon, and we'll be clearing that I think pretty much weekly. So I have pretty good chances of getting another one of those. But getting one with some nice corruption like Twilight Devastation or something would be good. So I've been doing frost for dungeons, so oh, guess what I got, guys? You'll never guess. It's another ring. Logic Loop of Synergy, crit and haste, 35 corruptions. If you heal a target whose health is below 50%, so not even a good like if statement on that. And the corruption is your crits have a chance to increase your critical strike by 72 for 30 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Great. More rings to go in the collection. Is this some kind of joke? Is Blizzard just trolling me at this point? Yeah, I mean I have like a couple of logic loops and some shorting bit bands, so like I could do the 2-set, but the if statement, if I ever have to heal myself and I'm below 50%, like there's issues. I'm either being really dumb or healers are slacking. So, but oh, good game, good game. So the key is a 14 Siege of Borealis. Tyrannical, Bolstering, Explosive, and Awakened. Siege bolstering can be tricky because you got like normal ads kind of mixed in with elite ads. So what always happens is you end up bolstering the crap out of like a marksman, and then his like aim shots or whatever like really hurt. So let's go buy a chess piece. I do have enough Residium. I think I'm gonna go for chess piece. So got a 465 chess piece for Frost right now, and there isn't so the mechanized chest plate I think is better, and it might actually be better for, they have the Warden's Cuirass. I don't know that they're, so ideally for Unholy spec you want Festermite, Magnus of the Dead, and an Overwhelming Power, and I don't know that there is a chest piece that has all 3 of those. So I have the Warden's Cuirass, which is pretty good. It has Festermite, Meticulous Scheming, which is another haste buff. So you get haste buff there plus Overwhelming Power. So that does pretty good. Shoulders. I guess the Shoulders has Magnus of the Dead and Festermite, but Gut Ripper instead of Overwhelming Power. And the Helm is perfect for Unholy. I keep going back and forth if I want to try to work on my Mythic Plus set, or now that we're doing Mythic, if I want to try to work on my Mythic set more. Now I'm thinking I might want to do shoulders again. So I did get the Mythic shoulders off of Hive Mind. Not Hive Mind. Skitra last week. And they ended up not being the best for Frost or for Unholy, so I'm using them for tank right now. Alright. Let me actually look at these shoulders. Okay. No, this. Oh well. Okay, I've changed my mind again last minute. Just gonna go for shoulders. Alright, see what we get. I think I told myself I was gonna buy a chest piece, but nah, I flip-flopped again. I think I wanted the tank buster ones, and these I already have. So, okay. Whatever. Moving on. These are the pauldrons of the Horned Horror. It's actually what I'm wearing for Frostspec already, so. Gosh. More rings. Gotta love it. Yeah. Oh, I did want to mention, if you guys ever wanted to watch me like struggle through any of the keys that I do, I tend to stream them on Twitch most nights of the week. I'm raiding pretty much Wednesday through Saturday now, so we'll do raids those days. But then we kind of mix keys in. So most nights I'll end up being live on Twitch. If you ever want to check it out, let's check my hunter. I'm about to give up on my Death Knight. They just want him to have a jewelry collection. You know, if you could wear more than 2 rings, maybe having that many rings would be useful. But so for the hunter, it's actually doing pretty good. 470. So I guess getting like, oh, I already clicked it somehow. Anyway, well, no more guessing. I got what I got. So I have the Ritual Binder's ring, which, let's see, right now I'm wearing a Protecting Bit Band, which has haste and mastery on it. This has haste and versatility. This might be better, but the corruption. So the corruption on the Ritual Binder's ring is haste and versatility, 15 corruption. Spells and abilities have a chance to increase mastery by 392. Whereas the one I'm wearing right now has 20 corruption and has a chance to increase my haste by 728. So 392 for 10 seconds or 728 for 4 seconds. So I'll just have to sit in that. It's probably a coin flip either way. Well, more rings. His key is a 14 Temple of Sethralus. So Hunter does pretty well in keys. Last week the keys weren't too bad. Like, we really came close on timing a couple of shrines, but we just had like a couple of errors, and then it was no luck there. So he's got enough for another piece too, but I'll get that later. Probably gonna go for shoulders. So moving down the list. Check my paladin. I think I just ran an 11 key on the pally, so getting close to cutting somebody from the guys I try to run every week. Just getting to be where I start running more keys. Like, I ran a bunch of keys on my Death Knight last week, so then the time to run keys on other characters is lower. So a good weapon would be good. I still want to try to get the one from the raid. I think that would be easy thing. You know, I got a good ring last week. I did end up cleansing that. So I guess a good belt, good crit haste belt would be good. I really would like a rank 3 Twilight Devastation. That's kind of a sad thing to hope for. Oh look, there's Killer. Another ring. It has another rank 1 Twilight Devastation on it. So the charged Sandstone Band, crit and mastery, 25 corruption with another rank 1 Twilight. I'm gonna point at Killer. So I don't know what you're doing up there, Killer. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Monk. Did I even check the key? I don't know. I'm just bummed about all the rings. 3 for 3 on rings so far. Alright. Panda. Panda got a good weapon last week, so another good weapon would be excellent. Or a good ring or something like that. You know, there's a lot of stuff. I think with Quaking last week, the thing from Beyond was a real problem, so I ended up lowering corruption on a lot of my guys. Belt. It's actually... okay, so... do I have any other belts? No. So I got the Primal Dinomancer's belt, critical strike and haste 15, corruption. Has a chance to increase my mastery by 392 for 10 seconds. I'm currently wearing a crit mastery belt, 450. So I just have to kind of figure out, like on these other characters, like what I want to do with corruption and stuff like that. Kind of get focused up. I think mostly I'll be running, you know, keys with them, so you'd want like the Twilight Devastation and stuff like that. But no luck so far. His key is a Tenton, Shrine of the Storm. So Tyrannical and Shrine is not the most fun, but not 10 wouldn't be too bad. Alright, we'll check my last key here. That was a non-ring loot, by the way, so something to be excited about. Ultimately, on my Demon Hunter, he's like... I really would like the fist weapon from Raden in the raid. But, you know, a 475 weapon with some nice Twilight Devastation, I would not be opposed to. I've actually been running... I've got a rank 3 Twilight Dev and a rank 2 Twilight Dev that I've been wearing for keys. So, it does quite a bit of damage. They're lower pieces, though. It's a 430 and a 445. So, getting a higher level piece with a higher level, you know, with a Twilight on it means I could put on some higher gear. And be even sweeter. So, see what we get. Hey! Oh, did get a fist weapon. Oh, rank 3 Twilight. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Oh, just what I thought the game was like hating on me so bad. So it's the Sinister Wicked Talons, 475 crit haste with a speed buff too, and 75 corruption, with, you know, rank 3 Twilight Devastation. So actually, let me do this right now. Let me put that on. Okay, so that'll replace... I'll have to see what it wants me to use for my offhand. But now I can put on some good boots. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what boots to put on. I'll put on these because they don't have any corruption on them. Oh yeah, that's nice. Jumps me up quite a bit. I'm pretty pleased about that. It was going pretty poorly, but now I'm in a good mood. So, but. Yep, his key is a 15 Atal Desire, so not too bad. A Tyrannical can get a little hairy if you're not focused up, especially on the last boss, but figure it out. I'm really happy about the weapon though. So I did want to mention that we hit 100 subscribers last night, so thanks to everybody for watching the vids, and for those of you that subscribe, thanks as well. So I do appreciate that. Like I mentioned before, like I do stream on Twitch a lot. If you ever want to come say hey, make fun of me for how I play. Yes, I tend to use the mouse more than I should, but anyway. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.